Hey guys, I'm PhantomCave here. We're up at the Gold Coast right now and we're about to do a Thanos in-depth analysis of Thanos Rising, Redemption and Returns. So let's do it! Let's have a look at these books. So basically what this first book is all about is the rising of Thanos. The rising and how he gets his power from a child to when he's been influenced by, basically been influenced also by that person, by death herself. And if you have not checked out my last episode for in-depth analysis, go check it out. I haven't done one for a while, so go check it out. I think it's been a month since I've done one, like 2 months or something I've done one. So Thanos, after he leaves his own planet, he goes to different planets, and many months later he just goes on so he has multiple babies with multiple aliens, and then he basically goes on like a pirate ship, gets control of that, and basically does what he wants to do. And then we'll say in the Returns one how he loses all his power and basically is nothing less than a normal Thanos we saw in Avengers Endgame, which in that first couple scenes of Avengers Endgame. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out on some good movies. And the redemption of Thanos is basically when he's at his most powerfulest in the middle of some book. It's basically he's middle, powerful, and whatever you want to call it, he's just real up there. He's sky high. He's very powerful. That's basically what it is. He's powerful, and Galactus comes along, tries to eat many planets, and Thanos has to nearly try and save them. So Thanos in this book is basically doing some good stuff, but also is at his most powerful stage. And he does have to do stuff with Galactus, which in the end will prove that he's basically been portrayed in the Avengers Endgame part of the movie. He's been portrayed as an evil person, which he might be an evil person, but he still has he's basically been portrayed as an evil mastermind person, which in the end he just becomes a good person and loses power at the same time. Well, that's what does happen in the it wasn't Avengers Endgame, it's it's Thanos Return. And so basically he's with Death, and basically what happens in the last book, if we get through this pretty quickly, this is what he's basically doing. He's losing his power in the middle of the series of this book, and basically when he goes into the third book, the Thanos Returns, he's basically lost all his power and can't deal with what has been done to him. He's still with Death. That's a bit strange to me to say that he's still Death, because Death is his imaginary girlfriend or something like that. Yeah. Their story and art's still pretty good. and I will be doing on Monday next week. I'll be doing a comic haul video because I'm up at Gold Coast right now. So yeah, I'll be around Gold Coast for a couple of days, and I'll be back down to Mudgee, New South Wales. That's Death. That's his son, and eventually the son just basically kills him with his something to do. Basically, Thanos gets killed and by this big fiery bird, and because he's too weak to fight, and he loses all his men. So yeah, it's not a very good way to end a Thanos story, but still, end of Volume 1, next Thanos Fallen. He basically is dead. Well, he's not dead, but he's at the end of Volume 1, and I'm doing a campaign to get me to 1,000 subscribers, so go subscribe down the bottom. We're at 46 right now, so go subscribe down the bottom. Like, share, comment down below if you loved this series. I'm thinking of probably doing some more, but we'll see. So yeah, just comment,
If you
like,
find the
share,
one, you should never
subscribe
give
down
her
below
up.
if you want
I
to
think
get
it's the
some
way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days